I told you I was the best in the business, then I showed you. Badou Jack calls Canelo out. He says Canelo tried to weight drain him. He says that Canelo Alvarez, they wanted to have a rehydration clause. Now he's urging Canelo to do what's right since he's not fighting him and give the world the fight the fans want to see, which is David Benavidez. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. Wow, this just in. Badou Jack, cruiserweight champion, has called Canelo out. He put him on blast. He says he will not be fighting Canelo next. In fact, here's what he said. I won't be fighting Canelo next. They said the weight difference is too much. They wanted to drain the old man and fight me 20 pounds under the cruiserweight limit for the title, plus a rehydration clause. Canelo, let's give the fight fans what they want to see and just fight David Benavidez. Now, Canelo looks extremely bad here. When you were in negotiations to fight at cruiserweight, right, and it fell apart, and now you got the guy that it fell apart with that is no longer fighting you, and he's saying you didn't really want it for real, and he's telling you to fight David Benavidez, that's sad. That's a lot of pressure. Now, Canelo already had a lot of pressure to fight David Benavidez, and to me, that just made it that much worse. And to hear the stipulations from Badou Jack, 20 pounds, like that's crazy. You don't want to fight a cruiserweight if you want them to come down 20 pounds. And that's why the fight fell apart. Now, if Badou Jack would have agreed to this silly stuff, then Canelo absolutely would have fought him, and he would have fought him depleted, just like he had several advantages over Kovalev when he fought at light heavyweight. He made sure Kovalev had no time to rest from his previous Anthony Yard fight. And in addition to that, he fought Kovalev and had a rehydration clause. Now, what's ironic to me is a lot of the Canelo fans that happen to be racist, they always talk about Gervonta Davis and Charlo and Errol Spence, but particularly Gervonta Davis. And they say, oh, Ryan Garcia was clawed to death. Tank hasn't made a career of putting weight stipulations on everybody, right? But this is what they go with. This is what the Canelo Chupapi Muñeños go with, right? And they say, oh, I'm not counting the Ryan Garcia victory. It was fake. Tank taxed him too much, and Tank had too many rehydration clauses. Is this your king? How is he the face of boxing? But then in the same breath, they claim Canelo Alvarez, is the face of boxing, and he's had more catch weights, rehydration clauses, and weight stipulations than anybody in boxing, including Pacquiao. Every fight after Floyd Mayweather, or actually from Floyd Mayweather to right just before Liam Smith, was a catchweight fight. You know, the Floyd fight was at a catchweight 152, right? You had Canelo versus Angulo, catchweight. Canelo versus Lara, catchweight, etc., etc. All these fights were catchweight, Canelo weight fights. Even the Julio Cesar Chavez after fight, that was at a catchweight. Kovalev had a rehydration clause. I mean, pretty much everybody except for a handful of people like Triple G. Like I said, it's the end of the Canelo era. Canelo is in between a rock and a hard place. Now he's trying to fight Charlo, and I told you, it looks bad to me. The fight itself is good. People have always wanted to see the fight, but the timing looks extremely bad that Canelo Alvarez literally tried to fight a cruiserweight and try to bring him down and, you know, have him emaciated. And then that didn't work out. Now you're trying to fight Charlo, who hasn't competed in 2.5 years, 3 years or whatever. And Canelo fans, they were saying how bad Charlo looked versus Montiel. So you don't want to let the guy get a tune-up fight. You just want to fight him not at his best. And, you know, pretty much at the lowest part of his career, the driest part of his career with the inactivity. It shows you Canelo's character. I mean, I don't see how anybody, Canelo fan or not, can see Canelo's moves and say this is some upstanding-ish. Canelo truly wants to fight the best. You know it, I know it. Canelo absolutely does not want to fight the best, and he's showing you he doesn't want to fight the best because he doesn't want to fight them under the best terms and conditions. He wants people off of long layoffs. He wants people off of quick turnarounds. He wants people, like, everything to benefit him. Here's an example. When he fought Amir Khan, I have the interview. Don't make me pull it up and go in the crates. Amir Khan told me that he tried to get a rehydration clause versus Canelo because he was moving up from 47 to 155. And he wanted to make sure, Canelo didn't gain too much weight the night of the fight. Golden Boy, who was Canelo's promoter at the time, and Canelo said, absolutely not. Here's the deal, take it or leave it. We're not doing a rehydration clause. So Amir Khan was brutally knocked out, has no chin, and he was already coming up to your weight, but you wouldn't do a rehydration clause because you wanted to be able to comfortably rehydrate and gain as much weight as you wanted to. So the night of the fight, Amir Khan says Canelo was like 180 to 190, right? So at the end of the day, it didn't benefit Canelo. He didn't do no rehydration clause. But then when the person's bigger than Canelo, like Danny Jacobs or Chavez or Caleb Smith or Kovalev, then he wants to do the rehydration clause because these guys are bigger than him and it absolutely benefits him. So you see what it is. Badou Jack's telling you what it is. Badou Jack, they're not comfortable that they could beat Badou Jack, even though he's pushing 40. He's still dynamic enough. He's a worker. He stays in shape and he's strong, those kind of things. He has experience, good fight experience. So that's too much of a gamble for Canelo. When Canelo told you at the WBC convention that he wanted to fight Makbuk Air, that's the guy Badou Jack just beat. So shouldn't you want to fight the winner, which is Badou Jack? I guarantee you Canelo wouldn't want Makbuk Air to do as many crazy stipulations because there's nothing to tax. Makbuk Air is already a limited fighter, so he probably wouldn't be tripping as much. But he knows Badou Jack still has something in the tank, and he's not going to give him any advantages. Now, again, Badou Jack, failed fight. He's telling you to fight David Benavidez, which is the fight I've been pushing for, the fight the fans have been pushing for. Other greats like Floyd Mayweather and Winky Wright said they want to see it. Robert Garcia, and Canelo's trying to look every direction outside of his mandatory David Benavidez. Sad times. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Pay they, and I'm out.